Time now for the business news, and I'm joined in the studio by Charles Pellegrin. Hello, Charles.
Hi, Rochelle.
How are you? First up, France and India are on the verge of signing a deal for 36 Rafale fighter jets.
That's right. The agreement will be signed in New Delhi on Friday. France won the tender back in 2012, but negotiations with the Indian government dragged on. The deal, valued at more than 7 billion euros, represents a major boost to French aviation giant Dassault, which makes the jet. Emerald Maxwell has more.
It took 4 years, but India has finally committed to buying 36 Rafale fighter jets from French manufacturer Dassault. Fewer than the 126 aircraft originally outlined. But with a contract pegged at around 7.8 billion euros, it's the biggest ever export for Rafale, after Qatar and Egypt bought 24 models each last year. Indian negotiations with Dassault started in 2012, after the company won a 2007 tender for the Rafale jets. The victory was short-lived, however, with both sides failing to agree on the financial terms. But after Narendra Modi came to power in 2014, the Indian president reopened negotiations for a more modest order.
Defense equipment.
France has always taken into account our demands and our criticisms. And that's why I have asked President Hollande once again to supply us with 36 ready-to-fly Rafale jets in the near future.
But it would take another year and a half to seal the deal. Modi has had to relinquish his Made in India condition. But the blow has been softened by an offset in the new contract. That means that France will invest half of the value back into India. Anxious to ward off perceived threats from neighbours China and Pakistan, India is expanding its air force. Its drive to modernise its ageing fleet has made the country one of the most promising markets for arms manufacturers.
Right, let's take a look at what's going on in the markets now. And Charles, things are looking up after a Federal Reserve meeting on Wednesday.
The United States Central Bank decided not to change its interest rate, hinting, however, that a raise is likely to happen before the end of the year. This has pleased global investors, and European markets opened in the green. The FTSE opened in London is up over 0.5%, and the DAX and CAC 40 are trading closer to the 1% mark at 0.80%. Asian markets are also trading higher. The Nikkei today closed because of a public holiday, but the Hang Seng and Shanghai Composite are in the green as well, and so is the Kospi in South Korea.
And politicians in the US got a chance to grill the boss of a drugs company over a controversial price rise.
That's right. The company is Mylan, and its CEO, Heather Bresch, make a popular treatment against allergy attacks known as EpiPen. The firm has come under fire for increased prices from $100 in 2007 to $600 currently. Mylan has since had to backtrack, announcing plans for a cheaper, generic version of the medicine. Its chief executive planned she didn't foresee that this would have a negative impact on the lives of some patients.
I wish we had better anticipated the magnitude and acceleration of the rising financial issues for a growing minority of patients who may have ended up paying the full wholesale acquisition cost or more. We never intended this. We listened and focused on this issue and came up with an immediate and sustainable solution.
You never anticipated it. You raised the price. What did you think was going to happen?
Some more of the day's business headlines for you now. The billionaire investor Leon Cooperman has been accused of insider trading by America's stock market regulator. The Securities and Exchange Commission has charged Cooperman and his Omega Advisors hedge fund with illegal trading in a company called Atlas Pipeline Partners 6 years ago. Cooperman is known as one of the most successful investors on Wall Street. He's denied the allegations. And the U.S. government has cleared the way for Airbus and Boeing to sell planes to Iran. Both companies have already announced separate deals worth $25 billion each to sell aircraft to Iranian airlines. Airbus, despite being headquartered in France, needed the American license because more than 10% of the parts used are manufactured in the United States. And pilots at EasyJet have voted for strike action in a dispute over their schedules. Members of the British Airline Pilots Association say working arrangements at the low-cost airline have created problems of pilot fatigue. Passengers may escape disruption, though, as EasyJet has made a last-minute offer which unions say they're considering.
And finally, Charles, Apple was rumored to be making a move to buy out supercar maker McLaren, but the company, which is famous, of course, for its Formula One team, has denied all the rumors.
Reports said discussions had been going on for months, but a McLaren spokesman flatly denied this, saying it has regular conversations with a wide range of parties. The rumor had attracted a lot of attention because it's widely believed Apple is planning to build an Apple car, with the objective of becoming a world leader in driverless vehicles and technology. So I guess that'll just keep more speculation happening as to what shape this Apple car is going to have.
Indeed, indeed. Thanks very much for that, Charles. That was Charles Pellegrin with the Business Roundup.